Alrighty, World Wide Web. Welcome to another episode of Real People, Real Results. I am Coach Miguel here at PFit College Parkway with the one and only Michelle Schwartz. Schwartz, how are you doing, girlie? Thank you for joining me today. Good?
Good.
Awesome. So, we are obviously here today to celebrate you and your fitness journey, right? So just talk to me a little bit about what inspired you to embark on this journey.
Well, I think it all started after I had my kids. So, baby weight, couldn't get it off. I originally started with PFit 7 years ago.
Nice.
And then I was there, doing my thing for a couple years. And then I stopped and went to a different gym and, did the whole gym hop like everyone usually does.
Sure, yeah.
And then I stopped completely. So then, of course, when you stop, the weight comes back on. And I gained even more weight than what my post-pregnancy was.
Got you.
So going to the doctor, borderline high blood pressure, borderline diabetic, and I have all that history in my family as well.
Sure.
So not only me, but I have that long history, which doesn't help. So I guess it's just when you're ready to commit, that's when it happens.
Boom.
And that's what I did. I was sick of feeling like crap. I was sick of, the yo-yo diets, which I did all of that.
Sure.
And nothing worked. Nothing worked. So I think if you just are ready psychologically, you go in and you're all in.
That's awesome.
And that's kind of how the journey started.
Yeah.
And then I got back here because I just found that other gyms, I got the most out of PFit.
Yeah, that's lovely.
I really did. And what's funny is it's the least amount of time, but the max results.
Yeah.
And so I found myself back here 8 months ago, and I'm down 62 pounds, 10% body fat, and 27 inches.
Dude.
So here I am, and if I can be an inspiration, if I can do it, anybody truly can do it. If you put your mind to it, that is all it takes. But once you do it, you have to be all in.
You gotta go all in.
Because I feel like I was not, I kind of was in before, but I really wasn't.
You were like 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Now that I look back, it's not the same as this journey.
Yeah.
So this time, there's no looking back.
That's
I
really
feel
special.
Too good, too good.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to leave PFit because it's the best place with the best trainers.
Boom. And that's really special too, because obviously, and what people kind of fail to realize sometimes is like, yes, you might have had this one journey pre-pregnancy, post-pregnancy, but it's really important how you are aware it's a new journey, and I feel so great in it, and you just continue to thrive and continue to succeed in that new journey. And we see it every single day that you come in. We see it every time that you're working out, when you're lifting those heavier weights. It's inspiring and it's awesome. So really just going into a pivotal point, like you said you were 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Was there just like a specific moment that you were like, man, like I really kind of get my act together and jump in the deep end? What was like a moment there or anything?
I think for me, so I came back here 8 months ago, and it helps to have the support of the trainers.
Yes.
And the other gyms, you do have support, but I just don't feel like it's the support that you have at PFit.
For sure.
So when you have that support, and every day when you walk in, you get that personal greeting. You get those personal touches on the floor.
For sure.
It's not just the HIIT training where you're going around and you're kind of doing your thing with a trainer in the distance.
Yeah.
You guys are so within reach that it's just when you start seeing those results and that support and the pounds start coming off.
Yeah.
And then your food kind of goes into, it's just a whole pattern of sequence that just makes it all roll into what it is.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what it was. I just felt so good so quickly.
Yeah.
And when you start feeling that good and you see those results, you can't go backwards.
That's so true.
You can't.
It's true.
It's silly too.
Yeah.
So I've continued to go forward, and that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, once you took those 4 steps forward and you were ahead, you never looked back, essentially.
No.
And it's been like that from day one.
Yes.
From day one, like you said. So really kind of peeling back the curtain a little bit into that consistency now that you've had in this new journey, are there certain things that you've started to do differently? Is there certain tips that you do, a certain routine that you've been following that PFit's a part of and you kind of continue with it throughout the day?
I do. I found that the 16-8, the fast. So I fast until 1.
Cool.
I don't eat past 8.
There you go.
So that I've really stuck to, and I think what it all boils down to as well is a personal, how you feel about how your body does.
Definitely.
Some people could never go until 1 o'clock and not eat.
It's true. Very true.
So it's all on how you get your body used to and what makes you feel good. Now I've kind of messed with those times. I've messed with my workout times to kind of see how I'm feeling, if I'm hungry, or, you know, and a lot of times if I do the 9:30 class, I will go home and have if I'm doing a light carb, I'll have that carb right away.
There you go.
I'll have those fruits, so there are different days that I play with depending on if I'm tired or if I'm not. And it's all, like you said, it's kind of a personal thing on
100%.
what makes you feel good.
Right.
And when.
Yes.
But I bump up my protein.
Yeah.
Make sure you do your in-bodies, make sure you get with your coaches, and it really is truly so easy.
Yeah.
You have to keep it simple, and if you keep it simple, it's simple.
That's the biggest thing.
And I've never weighed my food.
Yeah.
Now I know some people have to.
No, for sure. Yeah.
I know
sure,
some people
definitely.
have to completely stick to their macros.
Definitely.
I did that at first. Like my macros are very, very important to know what you need. But now I don't measure. I don't, because I know what my body, you know, feels good, and what I can eat and how much, and you just get, and that feels good too, is to know that you don't have to measure. You just go out. I go to a restaurant, I know exactly what I can have on the menu, just because the journey will always take you there.
Yeah, and the journey leads to you being in tune and having that said knowledge. And like they say, knowledge is power, right? So you have this power of being able to not use the scale and knowing what you do versus someone that uses the scale religiously and they kind of find their flow state with that.
100%.
Again, it's however you really see fit, however you feel comfortable. And it's just incredible how coming in and doing workouts, right, has led to this domino effect of you having this empowerment, this discipline, and
It's
this
amazing.
skill. It's truly a skill how you're able to really understand your body so well, because a lot of times, you know, we really lack that awareness or what we need to do and what we need to cut back on and things like that. So hearing you experiment and seeing all these things, it's really awesome. And I think, I mean, it's gonna help so many people, you know, in their own journey. 100%, 100%. So really, speaking of the inspiration, one thing that you really feel like is an active strategy that helps you not lose motivation. So one thing that you're like, I gotta get it done. You know, one day maybe you're saying it's a rainy day, maybe I don't go to the gym today. What's that thing you'd say to yourself to get you through it?
Move your body every single day.
Boom.
So there are days I don't want to come here.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I tell myself, remember how you feel after you go. There's so many times that so many people, listen, nobody wants to come to the gym every single day.
They have their moments. I'll go to the gym every single day.
I mean, I do too. I'm here 5-6 days a week,
I know,
because I feel good.
100%.
And I think when you wake up in the morning, if you don't want to go, and listen, some days you don't feel good, you're tired, you have other things, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But if you do just one thing for 15 minutes, stand there and do jumping jacks.
There you
Or I like to ride my bike on the days that I don't come. You know, I have a certain goal during the week where it's 10 to 20 miles outside. Whether I go to the gym or not, I move my body outside on my bike just to take in all of that fresh air. And so it doesn't matter what you do.
Yeah.
You know, you could do very, very little, just move your body, and you'll be surprised on how everything just falls into place.
I honestly feel like the perfect definition of our conversation is just the domino effect. Hitting that first domino and just seeing every single other thing kind of just lead and follow, right?
It is. But you have to have that mindset. If
You
you're
do.
not all in,
Yeah.
the dominoes won't fall into
That's
place.
so true. If you're not willing to
They
hit
won't.
the first one and watch all of them fall,
They
right?
won't.
You can't stop watching it halfway and say, all
Yes.
right, they're all going to fall.
Yes.
You got to see it through
I've done it.
all the way.
I've done it, and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And you just go backwards, and then you kick yourself because, like, why did I do that? I was feeling so good.
Right. Right.
But-
Now, lastly, really to wrap everything up, I know you've talked about the community at PFit being so beneficial for you and really helping you out. Was there really just a moment with a trainer, with a coach, a moment during a session that was like, this is why I'm going to be here forever now?
It's all the trainers, really.
Yeah.
It really is. There's not one that is not inspirational to me, because when you walk in, the support is always there. And even if you have a question, you guys are always available, you know, via text, or it can wait the next day. You know, you're always open to answer and give even more information than the question. So I think that's it, is, you know, when you get to this gym that there's all the support you need, and even from the members, it's so great.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, and I'm always open for anybody to ask questions on the floor or anything, because like I said, if I can benefit one person, it pays off.
The more the merrier.
Yep.
Schwartz, I appreciate your time. YourTheBomb.com. Keep
Thank
on
you.
checking out PFit Gyms on YouTube. We love you. Take care. Brush your hair.